तो आज का टॉपिक बाबा की मुरली बहुत सुंदर हम सभी ने सुनी।
And today's topic,
सभी ने महसूस किया
you must
होगा
have
कैसे
experienced
भगवान
as to how
आत्माओं
God
से बात कर रहा है।
talks to souls.
याद दिला रहा है कुछ।
He is reminding us of some things.
ओके कुछ याद दिला रहा था।
He was reminding us of some
मैं
things,
सोच रहा था
and I was thinking,
आज तक भी हम सभी ने भक्ति में ये बात सुनी कि हम आत्माएं हैं।
up till now we all have listened to in the path of bhakti that we are souls.
सामने बैठ
But when God sits in front of us and reminds us of all
सब
this,
कुछ याद दिलाता है।
He
आदि
reminds us of
मध्य अंत
everything,
का,
the beginning, the middle and the end.
तो हमें सोल कॉन्शियस बना देता है।
Then this reminder makes us become soul conscious.
मुरली की सबसे गहरी बात
The deepest point about the Murli,
कि यदि तुम सोल कॉन्शियस होने की ऐसी मेहनत करोगे,
if you make that much effort of becoming soul conscious, then only you will come into the 8 jewels.
सोल कॉन्शियस होना मनुष्य के जीवन की सभी समस्याओं
To
का
become
हल
soul
है।
conscious, it is a method to, it's a method and a solution for all the problems in human life. Some sister
यही
talked to
कहा
me
जो मैंने आपको अभी
and
कहा
said
था
the same thing to me,
कि यदि
which
हम
I just
सोल
said to you,
कॉन्शियस हो जाते
that if we
हैं
become soul conscious,
तो सब कुछ खुद ही ठीक ठीक चलता
then
है।
everything moves accurately, properly.
मैं आपको याद दिलाऊं, आप में से किसी ने शायद वो बात न सुनी हो।
I'll remind you of one thing. Some of you
साकार
might
में
not have
बाबा
heard
कहते
this,
थे,
but in
शिव बाबा
Sakar form, Baba used to say, Shiv Baba used to say,
हमेशा कहते थे कि ये समझो कि तुम्हें श्रीमत शिव बाबा दे रहा है।
that always think that Srimad is being
अगर
given to you
ब्रह्मा
by
भी
Shiv Baba.
श्रीमत देता
Even
हो
Brahma is giving you
तो
his
तुम्हें यही समझना
opinions,
है
then
कि
also you
शिव
have to
बाबा
think that
देता
Shiv
है।
Baba is giving us the Srimad.
तो साकार में इस बात में आत्माओं को कंफ्यूजन रहता था।
In corporeal
शिव
form,
बाबा ने
souls
कहा
had
कि
this
ब्रह्मा
confusion.
ने
Was it
कहा।
Brahma who said it or was it
जब
Shiv
बाबा
Baba who said
व्यक्त
it?
हुए
But when Baba became
तो कुछ ही
Avyakt,
दिनों के बाद बाबा ने उत्तर दिया इसका
then some days later Baba
कि
gave the
साकार
answer to
में
it
शिव बाबा
that
कहते थे
in
कि
the
ब्रह्मा
corporeal
भी
form,
यदि
Shiv Baba used to say that
कोई
even
गलत
Brahma
मत दे दे
gives a
तो
wrong
मैं
opinion,
उसको ठीक
I
कर
will
दूंगा।
change it and make it proper.
तो तुम्हें यही सोचना है
So you have to
कि
think
शिव
that
बाबा ही श्रीमत दे
that
रहे
Shiv
हैं।
Baba is giving us the
ब्रह्मा
Srimad.
ने यदि कोई मत तुम्हें दी और तुम्हारा नुकसान हो
If
गया
Brahma gives you some
तो
directions
मैं
and you incur a
रिस्पॉन्सिबल हूँ,
loss, then
ठीक कर
I,
दूंगा।
that Shiv
तो
Baba,
बाबा ने
am
उत्तर दिया
responsible
कि
and I
ऐसा
will make
क्यों
it
कहते थे।
okay.
बाबा ने कहा ऐसा इसलिए कहते थे क्योंकि ब्रह्मा
Baba, why did Baba used to say that?
कॉन्शियस रहते
Because
हैं
Brahma always used to
और
remain
जो
soul
आत्माएं
conscious.
सोल कॉन्शियस
And the
रहती हो
those souls who
उसकी
remain soul
मत से
conscious,
नुकसान हो ही
then through
नहीं
their
सकता।
opinions or their dictates, there cannot be ever a loss incurred.
हम यदि सोल कॉन्शियस रहें
If we ourselves remain soul
तो
conscious,
हमारी मत भी श्रीमत हो जाएगी।
then our opinions and dictates will become Srimad as well.
यदि हम सोल कॉन्शियस रहते हों
But that's only
तो
when we are soul
नुकसान होने
conscious
का
all the
तो
time.
प्रश्न ही
Then
नहीं
there will
उठता।
not be a question of incurring any loss.
तो सोल कॉन्शियसनेस इतनी बड़ी चीज
So to become soul conscious is such a
आज की
big
मुरली
matter.
में
In today's Murli,
प्रश्न ही ये था
the question was this one as
कि
well.
सोल कॉन्शियस होने से तुम्हारे ममत्व मिट जाएगी।
That when you become soul conscious, all your attachments and pulls will finish.
देह में अपनी
In your own body,
दूसरों की
in the
देह
bodies of the others,
संसार के पदार्थ
and in the material things of
सबसे
the world,
ममत्व मिट जाएगा
your attachment
और
will be
तुम
removed.
सहज वापस जा सकोगे।
And you will be able to go back
हमें बाबा
easily.
सोल कॉन्शियस इसलिए बनाता है
Baba makes us soul conscious for the
कि
reason
हम पावन हो जाएं
that we become pure
अंतिम समय हम सहज शरीर छोड़ दें,
And in the final
इच्छा
moments,
से
we leave the body very
संकल्प से
easily through our
इस
own wish,
मछली
through our
स्वरूप
power of
होकर
thought.
शरीर छोड़ दें, सोल कॉन्शियस होंगे तो इस शरीर की बीमारियां हमें
When we are soul
परेशान नहीं
conscious, the
करेंगी।
diseases in the body will not affect
सोल
us.
कॉन्शियस होंगे,
If we are soul
सारे
conscious,
गुण जितने आत्मा के मूल गुण
all
हैं
the virtues
जीवन में
which are the
बढ़ते जाएंगे,
original eternal
हम
qualities of the soul,
योगयुक्त हो
we will
जाएंगे।
be feeling it within our lives
सोल
and we will become
कॉन्शियसनेस
yogyukta.
हमारे जीवन की सबसे सुंदर तपस्या है।
To become soul conscious is the biggest, the most beautiful
हमें अपने
tapasya of
को
our life.
मेंटली तैयार करना है,
We have to prepare ourselves mentally for it,
हम सोल कॉन्शियस अवश्य हों।
that we
इसके
become
लिए
soul
हमें
conscious
कुछ
naturally.
प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी।
For that we'll have to have some practice.
तो मैं आप सबसे पूछता हूँ,
So I'm asking you
क्या
all,
आज की मुरली सुनकर
after listening to
सभी
today's
सोल
Murli,
कॉन्शियस होने के लिए तपस्या करेंगे?
will you all do tapasya to become soul conscious after listening to today's Murli? Yeah.
रेडी हैं आप सभी?
Are you all ready?
देखिए, बाबा ने हम सभी को तपस्या भी सहज सिखाई है।
Baba has taught us easy
और उस
tapasya.
तपस्या में साथ साथ सुख है।
And in that tapasya there is
वहाँ जो
happiness,
तपस्या गुरुओं
you
ने
know,
सिखाई,
together with it.
उसमें साथ साथ सुख नहीं था, कष्ट था।
The tapasya that was taught by people outside, there was no
हमारी
happiness. There
तपस्या
was a lot of penances, but
साथ
no
साथ
happiness.
ईश्वरीय
But
सुख
here,
थी,
with our
बहुत
tapasya,
deep
we
सुख।
also experience godly happiness, deep godly
तपस्या
happiness.
के द्वारा हम अपने जीवन को निर्विघ्न बना
Through
सकते हैं
tapasya, we make our lives free from obstacles.
कि यदि
And
हम सोल कॉन्शियस रहेंगे
we also know that if we become soul
तो
conscious,
हमारी सेवाएं तेजी से बढ़
our
जाएंगी।
services will move forward
यहाँ
with great
सेवाओं
speed.
के इंस्ट्रूमेंट बैठे हैं,
All those instruments who are sitting
हमें
here,
जानना
instruments of
चाहिए कि
service,
सोल कॉन्शियस होने
they
से
should know
हमारी
that
सेवाएं बिना खर्च
by
किए,
becoming soul conscious,
बिना
then without
मेहनत किए
incurring
तेजी से बढ़ेंगी।
great expenses and without
आप बाबा ने
making a
कहा,
lot of effort and laboring,
जो
our
गुरु जितना
services will
अधिक
increase with
पवित्र
great
होगा,
speed.
उसके शिष्यों की संख्या उतनी ही
Baba
ज्यादा
had
होगी।
said that the guru in the Lokic world, if he is pure,
पवित्रता
as
में
much as he is
बहुत
pure,
समय है।
then the followers he has will be also
पवित्र
that
आत्माएं
many in number.
खिंच के आ
So
जाएंगी,
purity of the souls
जो बोलेंगे वो स्वीकार कर लेंगे।
attracts the impure
हमारी
souls and
सेवाओं
they
की
will
वृद्धि
accept whatever is
सोल
spoken by
कॉन्शियस
that guru.
स्टेट से
So our
और
expansion of the
प्योरिटी से
service
बहुत
is through soul
तेजी
conscious
से बढ़
stage and
जाएगी।
through purity. And
आने
the
वाला
speed will
समय
be
कैसा
fast.
भी होगा,
The time that will
बाबा ने
come will
कह
be
दिया है,
any
तब हम
kind, any
7 दिन
type.
का कोर्स नहीं
Baba
कराएंगे,
has said that we will not be able to even give them the
दृष्टि से
7 days
कोर्स हुआ
course.
करेगा।
The course will be given
हमारे
by
टीचर
drishti.
बहनें और भाई अपने को तैयार करें,
Our teachers, brothers and
दृष्टि
sisters,
से कोर्स
prepare
कराने के
yourselves,
लिए।
prepare yourselves to
एक
give
लाइन
course through
बोली,
drishti.
तुम आत्मा हो,
You speak one
दृष्टि दी,
sentence that you are a soul and you
परमात्मा
give
का ज्ञान
drishti,
पूरा हो गया,
and that is the lesson of soul finished.
ज़्यादा की जरूरत नहीं रहेगी।
There will not be a necessity to give more
बताया
knowledge.
परमात्मा शिव बाबा ज्योति
Then you
है,
tell them that
दृष्टि दी,
Supreme Soul God, Shiv
ज्योति
Baba is a
उत्पन्न
point
हुई,
of light, and you give them drishti and they will
परमात्मा
start
का
seeing the
ज्ञान पूरा
light,
हुआ।
and that is the end of the lesson on
तेजी से
Supreme Soul.
1 2 3 मिनट में सारा ज्ञान,
So in 1 to
क्योंकि
3 minutes,
आत्मा को
all the knowledge will be
भेद
given,
करने में देर नहीं लगेगी।
because it will not take long for the
हम
souls to have
सभी
faith
को
in what we are saying.
सोल कॉन्शियस होना है।
That is why we all have to become soul conscious.
हिंदी में
In Hindi,
हम लोग 3 शब्द प्रयोग करते हैं,
we use
मुरली
3
में
words,
बोलते हैं।
and they will come in the Murli as well.
आत्माभिमानी होना, सोल
To become
कॉन्शियस,
soul conscious, Atma
अशरीरी
Abhimani,
होना,
to become
bodiless,
bodiless,
और तीसरा शब्द है विदेही होना।
the third word is Videhi.
एम्बोडीमेंट ऑफ सोल कॉन्शियस स्टेट।
So Videhi means he explained,
हम
embodiment of
practice
soul
करते
conscious
हैं,
stage. So one is to become
सहज
soul
शरीर
conscious, then
होने
become
की,
bodiless, and then become the embodiment of bodiless stage.
उससे हम आत्माभिमानी होते जाते हैं.
So we practice becoming bodiless, and through that we start becoming soul conscious.
चारों ओर से डिटैच होती
And through that, the soul will start becoming detached from all four corners, directions, and that is called Videhi, embodiment of soul conscious stage.
से परे
Like for example, we are eating food, but we will be beyond the taste of food.
यूज
We will be using the material comforts of the world, but we will be beyond the effects of those material comforts. We'll have a lot of wealth maybe, but we will be beyond its dependency. Just as they have shown King Janak, he was king. He had all the material comforts. In front of him, people used to be dancing, singing, entertainment taking place, lots of different varieties of food in front of him. And when he used to see all this, eating, even ruling the kingdom, he was beyond all these things. There were no poles. And that is called the Videhi Sthiti, the one which is the embodiment of soul consciousness. While we are performing karma and we remain soul conscious, then that is a Videhi stage. Now we all have to do some practice on all this. I will take you to this practice. By becoming soul conscious, we'll become free from waste thoughts. And when in our mind the speed of the thoughts becomes slow, then there's a lot of energy spread from the soul. It is vibrated from the soul, and it spreads into our body, into our whole body, and also outside of our body. It spreads all around. We all create these thoughts to become soul conscious. But at the same time, we must also know that as much as we become soul conscious, then it will be very easy to imbibe the dharnas shown by Baba in our life. So now first practice, I will put few practices in front of you. So the first, which I have been practicing in my life and I'm still practicing now, and through that you will experience a lot of happiness. There should be a variety number of practices with you. In the morning you do one, in the day second one, in the evening third, when you go to sleep the fourth one. If you go on service, then there are other practices. So there are different practices at different times. And the method should be with us, all of us, at all the time. One method is we visualize the soul in the forehead, in the center of the forehead. But now you'll visualize the soul that I, the soul, I'm a very powerful bulb. This is a new thought, an idea in front of you. I am in the center of the forehead, the soul, a very powerful bulb, and the light that comes out of me is spreading into the entire body. Now we'll all, half a minute, we'll practice all this. You can also keep your eyes closed and try it. I, the soul, am a powerful bulb, and the light that's coming out from me is spreading in the whole body, and I am able to see that light. And everything has become totally transparent through this light. This will be a very easy practice. It is easy, isn't it? Just to see light, spread light and see the body as light. When the body is become of light, then we have become angels.
हम ये जानते हैं कि आत्मा इस शरीर की मालिक है.
We know that the soul is the master of this body.
आत्मा अपने शरीर में भी आसक्त रहती है.
Today Baba said that the soul is also attached, pulled to its own body.
आत्मा को सबसे ज्यादा आसक्ति मोह अपने शरीर से होता है.
We can say that, in other words, that the soul has the greatest attachment with its own body. Is that correct? The maximum attachment is with one's own body.
शरीर से डिटैच होने के लिए और शरीर को एनर्जी देने के लिए,
To become detached from the body and to give power or energy to the body, we'll do two practices.
शरीर पतित तत्वों से बना है.
We know that our body is made of impure elements,
ये भी जानना चाहिए,
but we should also know that
आत्मा को संपूर्ण पावन बनाने के लिए
to make the soul totally pure,
को भी पावन बनाना
we
है.
have to make the body also pure.
जिसे बाबा कहते हैं
What Baba
कर्म
says that
इंद्रियों को पावन करो,
make your sense
कर्म
organs
इंद्रियों को
pure,
शीतल करो,
make your sense organs
कर्म
cool,
इंद्रियों के राजा बन जाओ.
become the kings, the rulers of the sense organs.
प्रैक्टिस करेंगे.
So for this we will practice
मैं
now.
आत्मा परम पवित्र हूँ
I, the soul, am
और
totally
मुझसे
pure,
निकली
supremely
हुई
pure,
सफेद किरणें
and from I, the
सारे
soul,
शरीर
the
में
white
फैल रही
light
हैं.
that comes out is spreading in
हर
the whole
कर्म
body,
इंद्रिय, ज्ञान इंद्रिय को शीतल डिवाइन बना रही
and it
हैं.
is making all the sense organs cool and
अब हम ये
divine.
प्रैक्टिस
Now we
करेंगे
will
आधे
that
मिनट
practice
के
for
लिए.
half a minute.
सभी देखें आत्मा को, स्वयं को.
See yourself, the soul, everyone,
संकल्प करें मैं आत्मा
and have the thought that I, the
परम
soul,
पवित्र हूँ, सुप्रीमली
am supremely pure.
मुझसे सफेद किरणें पवित्रता की
From me, the white light of purity is spreading into the entire body
अंग को शीतल कर
and
रही
is
हैं.
making each and every organ cool and pure.
ओम शांति. हम पवित्रता की किरणों को शरीर के एक एक अंग में भेजें. ऐसा भी कर सकते
We
हैं.
can also have this practice of sending the power, the rays of purity to each separate organs of the body. As if it's going to, for 5 seconds, going to the left hand, then for 5 seconds going to the right hand.
लेफ्ट पैर में जा रही
It's
हैं.
going to the
5
left
सेकंड
leg
के
and to the
लिए,
foot for
राइट
5
में
feet, and
5
then going to
सेकंड
the
के लिए. एक एक
right
अंग को visualize
for 5 seconds. So
करके
visualize
योग
each and
को
every
भेजेंगे.
sense organ of the body
तो
and send those
हमारे शरीर
vibrations
में
of purity, the rays of purity to that.
सेक्सुअल हार्मोन्स नष्ट होने लगेंगे.
So then the sexual hormones present in our body will be destroyed.
सेक्सुअल हार्मोन्स बहुत हैं जो आत्मा को अपनी ओर
In our impure body, there are so many sexual hormones which pulls the souls and does not allow it to become pure. So in that way we are able to destroy it. Then it will be very easy to become pure.
ऐसे ही
In the same way,
आत्मा से हमें शरीर को शक्तियों की किरणें भी देनी चाहिए.
we also should give the rays of power or might to the body.
कि बीमारियों से लड़ने के लिए
In medical science, it is also known that
पावर की जरूरत पड़ती
to fight the illnesses in the body, we need resistance power,
रोक दे.
which will stop the disease progressing or coming into our body.
प्रैक्टिस करेंगे मैं आत्मा
So now we will practice that I, the soul, am Master Almighty.
शक्तिशाली आत्मा.
I, the powerful soul,
लाल किरणें
from me,
सारे शरीर में फैल रही हैं।
rays of red light are spreading throughout the whole body.
इससे शरीर को स्वस्थ रखने में बहुत मदद मिलेगी।
There will be a lot of help
हम सभी
experienced in
अपने
keeping the body
शरीर को
healthy.
संपूर्ण स्वस्थ रखने के लिए रोज थोड़ा-थोड़ा समय
To keep our body
पवित्रता
healthy,
की किरणें
every day
और
we also should
शरीर
spread
को
the body
दिया
into
करें।
the body, the rays of
आत्मा में
purity
ही
and the rays of
संपूर्ण
might.
शक्ति है
In the soul,
शरीर
there
को
is the total power
संपूर्ण हेल्दी करने की।
to make the body totally
आजकल
healthy.
मेडिकल साइंस यहाँ तक पहुँच रही है
Medical
कि
science these
मन
days
की
has reached to
शक्ति
this
से
stage that through the
शरीर
power
को
of mind,
पूर्ण स्वस्थ किया जा सकता
that
है।
one can make the body
मन की
totally
नेगेटिव
healthy.
एनर्जी से शरीर बीमार होता
Through the
है,
negative energy of mind,
पॉजिटिव
the soul,
एनर्जी से
the body
हेल्दी हो
becomes ill.
जाएगा।
From positive energy, the
पॉजिटिव
body will
एनर्जी
become
में
healthy.
भी दो शक्तियाँ,
In positive
प्योरिटी की
energy also
शक्ति
there are two
और
powers.
आत्मा की एनर्जी,
One is the power of
शक्तियाँ।
purity and the one is the
इस
powers of the
शरीर
souls.
को बहुत शक्ति देती हैं,
Gives a lot of
हम
power,
अपने रोगों को
energy to
नष्ट
the
कर
soul,
सकते हैं,
which can remove
अंदर
the
की
diseases in the
शक्तियाँ बढ़ा
soul.
सकते हैं
And we can also
और इस
increase our
तरह
internal
हमें
energy.
कॉन्शियस हो जाएगी कि मैं आत्मा
And in
शरीर
this way,
की मालिक हूँ,
we'll have that
कर्म
awareness
इंद्रियों
that
की
I, the
मालिक
soul,
हूँ।
am the master of the
ये
body,
बहुत
I
आवश्यक
am the
साधना
master of
है
the sense
हमारी,
organs,
ताकि
and this is a
शरीर
very
हमारा मालिक
necessary
न बन जाए,
study
कर्मेंद्रियां
practice we
हमसे
should be
राज
doing
न करने
so
लगे,
that the sense organs
हम
don't start ruling
कर्मेंद्रियों
us,
के
the
और
body
शरीर
doesn't
के
become our
राजा
master,
बन जाएं,
but we ourselves
इससे
become the
ये
king
फायदा होगा।
of the sense organs and the
सभी
body.
थोड़ा-थोड़ा समय इस चीज के लिए दिया करें।
This
हम
is the
सब सोच
benefit we
लेते
will
हैं
have,
कि हम
and
बहुत बिजी
few
हैं, हमारे
minutes
पास समय
we
नहीं
must
है,
take out
लेकिन
and
जब
do
हम
this
बीमार हो
practice.
जाते हैं, हमें
Everybody
बहुत
thinks that
समय
we are
देना
very
पड़ता
busy, we
है
don't
अपनी
have time.
बीमारियों
But
में।
when we become ill, then we have to give a
इससे
lot of
अच्छा
time
तो
to our
हम 5
body.
मिनट
So it's
सवेरे,
better that
5
we
मिनट
do give
शाम को
5 minutes in the morning
बॉडी
and
को
5
प्योर
minutes in the
एनर्जी
evening, give pure
और
energy to the
शक्तियों के
body
वाइब्रेशंस
and
दिया
also the
करें।
vibrations of powers. We keep
पॉसिबल
giving in the morning and evening. Is it possible?
संभव है ये?
Is it possible? Raise
And
your
very
hands if you're
beautiful.
and very
Very
useful. Good.
अब हमें शरीर से डिटैच होना है।
Now we have to become detached from the
आप सभी
body.
ने अव्यक्त बाबा को देखा अपने सामने,
You
2 दिन
all of you
पहले
saw Avyakt Bab Dada in front of you 2 days ago.
ऊपर से दूसरे के तन में प्रवेश करते हैं।
Bab Dada enters from up above into the body of somebody else. Even it was there in the in this today's Murli, and this has happened many times.
इस शरीर में आई हूँ,
I, the soul,
यहाँ
also
बैठी
have
हूँ।
come from the soul world into this body,
संसार
and I'm
के
sitting here in the
अंधकार
center of
को
the
मिटाने
forehead
के लिए।
to
इस
finish
संसार
off the
में
darkness
शांति
which
स्थापित
is spread
करने
in
के
the
लिए,
world,
अपना खोया हुआ दैवी स्वराज स्थापित करने के
to
लिए,
establish our lost
संसार
divine
से
kingdom,
दुखों को हरने के
to
लिए
remove
ये
the
संकल्प करेंगे।
baselessness and to
जैसे
remove the
बाबा परम धाम से
unhappiness
दूसरे के
from the
तन
world.
में आता है,
We will
मैं
create this
आत्मा
thought
भी
that
परम
just as
धाम
Baba
से इस
comes
तन में आई
from
हूँ,
Paramdham into
जैसे
somebody else's
बाबा
body,
शरीर लोन
I,
लेता
the
है,
soul,
मैंने
also
भी
have
ये
come from
शरीर लोन
Paramdham
लिया
into this
है।
body. Just
ये
as Baba has
फीलिंग
takes the body on loan,
हमें देह
I
से
also take
डिटैच
this
करती
body
है।
on loan. And this feeling
बहुत
enables us to
सिंपल
become
प्रैक्टिस है,
detached from the
केवल
body. It's a
संकल्प
very
है,
simple practice.
ये
It's only
संकल्प
thoughts.
करना हम भूलें नहीं।
And we should
आप
not
जब
forget to create these
अपने
thoughts.
लौकिक जीवन में रहें,
When you live in
तो
your
एक
Lokik
प्लान
lives,
बना लें आप
make a plan for
कि हम
yourself
किस
that
किस समय क्या प्रैक्टिस
that
करेंगे।
what will I
कर्म
practice at
में
what times
तो
in
एक
the
बहुत
day,
सिंपल
even
प्लान,
whilst
एक
I'm
बहुत सिंपल
performing
योग
actions.
तपस्या
It's a very
आप
simple
अपने
plan.
रोज के
It's a
जीवन में
very
कर
simple
सकते
yoga
हैं,
tapasya.
और
You
तब
can
आपको
plan
बहुत
plan it and
आत्मसंतुष्टि होगी कि बाबा
practice
जो
it in your
कुछ
life,
कह रहा
and through
है
that you will
वो
experience
हम
a lot of
करते हैं।
contentment that
बाबा ने
whatever
इस
Baba
वर्ष
is
को
saying, we are
वरदान
doing
दिया
it.
है
And this year Baba has
एक्स्ट्रा मदद का।
given the blessing of
आप
extra
अपने
help.
कमरे में, अपने घर में 4-5 जगह कंप्यूटर से मोटे अक्षरों में लिखकर चिपका
In your
दीजिए।
own room, in your house,
इस वर्ष को
in
बाबा की
big
एक्स्ट्रा
writing,
मदद
have a
का
printout
वरदान
made
है।
through the computer that
हम
this year
थोड़ा सा
Baba
पुरुषार्थ
has given us
करेंगे,
the blessing for to
बाबा
the
की ओर
year of
से
extra
1000
help.
गुना
All we
ज्यादा
have to do
मदद
one
मिलेगी।
step of courage and Baba
थोड़ी सी
will give us
तपस्या
help for it.
करेंगे, थोड़ा सा ऊपर चलेंगे, बाबा हमें उड़ा ले जाएगा.
We'll do little tapasya and we'll go a little
ये
bit up and
अंडरलाइन
Baba will
करके
make us
याद
fly
करना है.
beyond.
मैं तो ये
So
कहूँगा, जो
underline
मैंने
this and
शुरू
remind
किया
it.
है कि
Remind
रोज
yourself.
सवेरे अपने को एक बार याद दिला देना है.
I have
इस
done.
वर्ष बाबा की एक्स्ट्रा मदद
I
मिल
am
रही
practicing
है.
this for myself, reminding
भगवान
myself
मदद
every
दे
morning
रहा
that
है, उसका
this year
फायदा
Baba
उठा
is
लें.
giving extra help and
यदि हम
God
भगवान
Himself is
के
giving
द्वारा
us
दी
help, so
गई
we must
मदद
take the
का
benefit
फायदा
of it.
उठाना नहीं जानेंगे,
If
तो
we
हम
do
अपने
not
को
take,
बुद्धिमान भी नहीं कह
if we do
सकेंगे.
not know how to take the benefit of Baba's help, of
बाबा
God's
ने
help,
अपने
then
को
we are not
7
intellectual
तपस्या
beings.
की जीवन में ब्रह्मा बाबा ने
Brahma Baba in his life of
एक
tapasya,
चीज की बहुत प्रैक्टिस की है,
he practiced one thing a lot,
विशेषकर
many times.
67 और 68 साल,
67, 68, in that year,
1967, 1968, आखिर के 2 सालों में
in the last 2 years,
ब्रह्मा बाबा की बहुत डीप तपस्या थी
Brahma Baba's deep
कि मुझे
tapasya
ये
was
शरीर छोड़कर वापस जाना
that
है.
I have to leave this body and go back.
बहुत सुंदर प्रैक्टिस है ये.
This is a
सोल
very beautiful
कॉन्शियस होने के
practice
लिए,
to become soul
शरीर
conscious,
से डिटैच होने के
to
लिए.
become detached from the
मैं
body.
आत्मा इस तन में आई हूँ.
I, the soul, has come into
सवेरे
this
संकल्प
body.
करेंगे, मैं
In
इस
the
तन
morning,
में आई
we will
हूँ.
have the thought
रात को
that I,
संकल्प
the
करेंगे,
soul, have
शरीर
entered into this
छोड़कर
body,
जा रही
and
हूँ.
at night we have the thought that now
अगर
I'm
ये
leaving the
प्रैक्टिस
body
हम
and I'm
करते
going.
रहें,
If we keep this practice, if
सवेरे
we keep
शरीर में
practicing
आने
this,
की,
that in the morning we
रात
come
को
into the
वापस
body
जाने की,
and at night going
तो
back,
हमारा नींद का समय भी सोल
then
कॉन्शियसनेस में गुजरेगा.
the time we are sleeping, that will also be
नींद
spent in
सतो
soul
प्रधान
conscious.
हो जाएगी.
The sleep will become sattva-pradhan.
नींद का कोई इफेक्ट मन पर, संस्कारों पर नहीं आएगा.
There will not be the effect of
नींद
sleep on
हमारे
mind and
तन
on
को
our
भी फ्रेश
sanskars,
करेगी और
and the
मन
sleep
को
will
भी
also
एनर्जी देगी.
will make our body fresh and will give energy to our mind.
जब हम सोते हैं,
When we
आप
sleep,
सभी को रोज एक काम करना है.
you all
मुझे
have to do
विश्वास है
one
कि आप सभी
task,
वो काम
and I have
करेंगे.
faith that you
रोज
will all
रात
do
को
it.
जब सो रहे हों,
Every night when you go to sleep,
आप अपने को आत्मा फील करेंगे. मैं आत्मा यहाँ बैठी हूँ.
you will feel yourself that I, the soul, am sitting here in the center of the forehead. Then you will create the thought that
मैं एक दूसरे शरीर में थी.
before coming into this body, I was in another body.
एक और शरीर
And
में
before
थी.
that, I was in another
इससे
body.
पहले एक और
And
शरीर
before
में.
that, even I was in
कभी
another
मेल
body.
बॉडी में, कभी
Sometimes
फीमेल
I was
बॉडी
in
में.
male body, sometimes I
शुरू
was in a
में
female
देव
body.
शरीर में थी.
But in the beginning, I was in a deity
अब
body.
इस शरीर में हूँ.
But now I am in this body.
ये शरीर छोड़कर फिर से देव शरीर में
Now
होंगी.
I'll leave this body and I will again go into a deity body.
ये संपूर्ण सुदर्शन चक्र की प्रैक्टिस है.
This is a
रस आएगा.
practice of total spinning of the discus of self-realization, Swadershan Chakra. So when you are
कॉन्शियस हो जाएंगे.
in the daytime, you can practice this, and at night when you sleep, you practice this.
ये शरीर ही
And then the soul will come into the awareness that I am not this body. But I have taken such bodies many times and I have left them, sometimes in male or sometimes in female bodies. Then whatever the attraction is there in the bodies, that will become less and less and will become free of it. This is the practice of Swadershan Chakra, the discus.
अब एक और प्रैक्टिस जो आप सब करते आए हैं.
Now one more practice which you all have been doing, and you will also be remembering that Baba also
डबल फॉरेनर्स के सीजन में पहली मुरली चलाते हुए कहा था.
in Double Foreigner season, speaking the first Murli and speaking the last Murli, Baba had asked us to practice the 5 forms. Do you all know the 5 forms? The eternal form,
आदि स्वरूप,
the beginning form of the deity form,
भक्ति का पूज्य स्वरूप,
the worship-worthy form of the bhakti,
संगम का ब्राह्मण स्वरूप,
the Brahmin form of Sangam,
फरिश्ता.
and the final angel form of
ये 5
the
स्वरूप
end.
सोल कॉन्शियस बनाएंगे.
These 5 forms will make us soul conscious.
अब मैं एक आखिरी प्रैक्टिस है इसकी हमारी सोल कॉन्शियस होने की.
Now the final practice to become of soul conscious is that of higher consciousness, practice of elevated self-respect. But before that there is one thought to think deeply on, and it is very, very essential to have that deep thought to become soul conscious. We all do this practice that I am a soul, but with this we have to have another practice, and deep thinking is that the 7 qualities of the soul: knowledgeful, loveful, happiness, peaceful, pure, powerful, blissful. Write these 7 down, and then now you will talk to yourself. I, the soul, am a knowledgeful soul. I have to become knowledgeful, embodiment of knowledge. Is there any ignorance still within me left? The knowledge that Baba has given me, am I accepting it and making it part of myself? The meaning of knowledge is truth. This is the simplest meaning of knowledge, truth. What has truth come into me? If there are any defects or if anything lacking, I have to remove it. Second one, I, the soul, am a peaceful soul. Peace is my nature. So we'll talk to ourselves. What? Have I really become peaceful? Or is there some sort of peacelessness within me? When I, the soul, am originally peaceful, then where does this peacelessness come from? We can create the thought that this peacelessness cannot come to me. There is a lot of power in our thoughts. So I am peaceful and no peacelessness come into me. And with this thought, our power of peace will increase. The third is I am an embodiment of love. I am a loveful soul. What my subconscious, is it filled with love? Why do I have feeling of love for all souls in the world, or do I have hatred? If there is hatred, I must remove it, because my task is to give love to everyone. My nature is that of being loveful. So I have to give love and take love. I mustn't give them hatred, but I must love them. Then the next one, I am a pure soul, and I have to look at the purity to myself, that accept that reality, I, the soul, am pure. Why has impurity come into me? It cannot come into me. And when you create such thoughts, your dharana will increase. I, the soul, am powerful soul. In reality, all the powers are within me. I am eternal, immortal. I cannot have any fear. I cannot say I am a weak soul. I cannot say I am not tolerant. God has given me all the powers. These are all the deep thoughts on each and every quality of ourselves. And as we think deeply on these qualities, we will start becoming soul conscious, and these virtues will be imbibed in our life. So it will be double practice to become soul and also to churn on the qualities of the soul itself. Some effort makers picks up one practice and gives up the other one. So we have to keep it side by side. So keep reminding ourselves that I am a loveful soul. I should not have any hatred for anyone, because it's a very bad thing. It finishes my good wishes and pure feelings for others. Baba has said that we have to underline certain things, 2 things that we should imbibe in our life. And it's Avyakt Murli, it's coming every time. Baba has said that the feeling of being an instrument is the key to all those treasures. That means there should not be feeling of I.
कहने के लिए ना हो,
not just for the sake of saying that we are instruments, we are trustees, but
फीलिंग में उतर जाए,
we have got to go down deep into the feeling that everything is being done by Baba and we are just mediums of Baba or the instruments.
सभी के लिए
Second,
शुभ भावनाएं,
good feelings
हम
for
पूर्व
everyone.
आत्माएं
We are the ancestor souls.
शुभ भावनाओं के द्वारा
Through the power,
संसार
through
की
our good
आत्माओं
wishes
के
and pure
दुखों को
feelings,
भर सकते हैं,
we can remove the
हमें
sorrow
realize
and
कर
suffering
लेना
of
है,
the souls of the world.
संसार को हमारी शुभ भावनाओं
We
की
have to
बहुत
realize
जरूरत है।
that the world needs our
इस
pure
लोग यदि
feelings,
शुभ भावनाएं नहीं
good
देंगे,
wishes.
तो संसार में
If the,
दुख बढ़ता
the
ही
main
जाएगा।
deities do not give the
बाबा
good
के
wishes,
मांगने
then
से
the sorrow will increase in the world.
हमारी एक एक
So we have to
सेकंड
start
की
talking
शुभ
to
भावना
ourselves. Each and
अनेक
every
आत्माओं को
second
सुख
we have
देने
to
लगती है,
have good wishes and
उनके
it will
मन की
give
पीड़ा
happiness
को
to
हल
many
कर देती
souls.
है,
It will
उनकी
remove the
समस्याओं
suffering
को
of
हल
their
करती
minds.
है। हम
It will
समझ
remove
लें,
their problems and
हम
give,
विचार
solve their
करें, शिव
problems.
बाबा ऊपर बैठकर
We can think
हमारे
that if
लिए शुभ
Shiv Baba
भावना
sitting
रख
up
ले,
there
तो हमारा कितना
and
कल्याण हो
has
जाता
good
है।
wishes for us, then
हम
we
पूर्वज
benefit so
आत्माएं,
much.
बाप समान आत्माएं,
We
यदि
ancestor
संसार
souls,
की आत्माओं
Bap
के लिए
Saman
शुभ
souls,
भावनाएं
if
रख
we
लेते
keep
हैं, तो
good
संसार
feelings
का
and pure
कल्याण हो
wishes
जाता है।
for all souls in the
इसलिए
world,
हमारे मन
then the
में
whole
घृणा न
world
हो,
benefits. That is why
क्योंकि
there
यदि
should not
घृणा
be
होगी
hatred in our
तो हमारी
mind.
शुभ भावनाएं
Because if there
काम
is
नहीं
hatred, then
करेंगी।
our pure feelings will not
हमें
work.
स्लोगन बना लेना है
We
अपने
have
जीवन
to
का,
make this slogan in our
घृणा
life that
शुभ भावना
hatred
के मार्ग में दीवार है, इस
hatred
दीवार
is
को
a wall
तोड़ना है
in the
तो
path of
हमारी
pure
शुभ
feelings.
भावनाएं विश्व का कल्याण कर देंगी।
If we break this wall,
निमित्त
then
भाव,
our pure
शुभ भाव,
feelings, good wishes will
निमित्त भाव पे
bring
बहुत ध्यान देना है।
benefit to the entire
मैंने
world.
तो अपने जीवन में
So we have
लक्ष्य
to
रखा
keep a
था
lot of
शुरू से
attention that
कि
we are
हम बाबा के
instruments,
पास
we
आए
are
हैं
trustees.
अपने
When I came into
ईगो
knowledge,
को
I had made it
नष्ट
firm within
करने,
myself that I have come to Baba to
मैंपन को
totally
नष्ट करने,
finish my
बढ़ाने
ego,
नहीं। ऐसा
totally
ना हो
finish
हम आगे
the
बढ़ रहे
I.
हों तो हमारा अहंकार भी बढ़ रहा हो।
It should
हम
not be
अपने
that
मंजिल पर कभी नहीं
as we
पहुंच
progress,
पाएंगे।
our ego also increases.
यदि
If it
लक्ष्य बना
happens,
लें हम
then we will never
कि
reach our
हमें
destination.
देह अभिमान को, इस ईगो को, इस
We have to
मैंपन
have
को
this
नष्ट
aim
करना
that I
ही है,
have to finish this body
तभी तो हम इस
consciousness, this
अलौकिक
ego,
जीवन
this
का, इस
I.
स्पिरिचुअल
I
लाइफ
must
का
totally
सुख ले
finish.
सकेंगे, नहीं तो नहीं।
I must totally finish it, and then only I'll be able to
अब
enjoy
सोल
the happiness
कॉन्शियसनेस
of the
की एक
spiritual
और
life.
बहुत सुंदर प्रैक्टिस जिस पर बाबा ने
Another
हर मुरली
beautiful
में
practice
बताया
of soul conscious in which,
पिछले
for which
साल की
Baba has
सारी मुरलियों में वो
spoken
सत्य
in
आएगा,
each and more, every Murli of
इम्पोर्टेंट
last
टॉपिक
year,
इस बार भी आ गई,
and again
वो
it has
है
come this,
श्रेष्ठ स्वमान।
and that is elevated
ये सोल
self-respect.
कॉन्शियसनेस की एक बहुत हायर स्टेट है।
This is a very high stage of soul consciousness, and that is self-respect.
बाबा के महावाक्य, एक महावाक्य
Baba's one great version,
जैसे मैंने कहा अपने घर में एक जगह चिपका दो स्लिप मोटे
we should
अक्षरों
put it
की,
on the
ये
wall
महावाक्य
in big
है
writing in our
कि
homes,
यदि तुम स्वमान की सीट पर
that
सेट हो
if you
तो
remain
जिम्मेदार
seated
बाबा है,
on the seat of
और यदि
self-respect,
तुम
then Baba
सेट
is
हो तो
responsible.
तुम जानो।
But if you are not sitting and you're upset, then you know
भगवान ने
it.
सीधा बोल
Baba
दिया,
will not be responsible. So Baba said it straight
स्वमान
away
की सीट पर
last year's
बैठे हो
Murli.
तो जिम्मेदार मैं,
So if I'm sitting in the seat
अपसेट
of
हो तो
self-respect,
तुम
then
जानो।
Baba is responsible. If I'm upset, then
ऐसे महावाक्य
I have to answer for it.
मैं तो सबको ये राय दूंगा,
So
मैं यही काम करता हूँ।
I myself do this work.
ऐसे जो बहुत इफेक्टिव महावाक्य
When there are
हैं, जो
such
हम उड़ाते
effective
हैं,
versions of Baba which make
मोटे
us fly,
अक्षरों में कंप्यूटर से लिख के
so write it on
और
through the
अपने घर
computer
में
in big
कहीं
writing, and
चिपका दो,
here and there in your
किसी
house,
जगह रख दो
stick it
जहाँ
on the
आप
walls,
रोज पढ़ें उन्हें,
or put it in
भूल
certain
नहीं
places where you can see it every
जीवन
day,
की
you
सभी
cannot forget.
कंफ्यूजन, नेगेटिविटी,
Then all the confusions, negativity,
खत्म हो जाएगी।
hopelessness,
भगवान
depression
जिम्मेदार
will
होता है,
finish. When God is becoming responsible, when I am staying in
पिछली मुरली
self-respect,
में, इससे पिछली मुरली में स्वमान दिया बाबा ने, याद होगा आपको, तुम पूर्वज और
in the Murli of the second, Baba gave us the self-respect that you are the ancestor souls, you are the worship-worthy souls. And the one before that, you are Master Almighty Authority. So we have to invoke all the powers and all the powers will come to us.
करते हो वो आ जाता
when you invoke God and He comes, then when you invoke the powers, why cannot the powers come to you? You are the masters of all the powers. So to make our soul conscious stage very powerful, we must practice self-respect. Must practice it very well. You know the meaning of self-respect? Baba has given us the souls, has given us all the knowledge of ourselves. First knowledge He gave is that you are souls. Then the second knowledge He gives us what type of soul you are, which type of soul you are, which powers you have, which greatness you have, how elevated your fortune, and how high is your part. To remain in that awareness is called self-respect. To give respect to your own self. The self gives respect to the self. And the one who stays in self-respect, then regard automatically follows that person. With self-respect, I can find solutions to all the problems. Baba has said that when you are doing service, when you are giving knowledge to others, then stay in this respect that I am the ancestor souls. Then the ones who are listening, they will get that feeling that these are my people. If you stay in this image that I am the main deity, then in a short time people will start experiencing that yes, these special deities, the chief deities have come, the Devis have come to give us knowledge. Whilst performing your actions, stay in that respect that I am a great soul, and what will happen is others will start seeing the greatness in you. Baba has said that those children who stay in this self-respect that I am a great soul, and when these souls give knowledge to others, through this the ego and arrogance of others will also finish. We will not have it ours, because by staying in self-respect we become free from arrogance and ego. Because again, Baba in Shiv Jayanti's Murli, Baba has again given attention to I again. May I. The one thing that becomes a big obstacle in the divine family because many souls do not realize that how much I, the experience or feeling of I is there within the self. So when we are practicing self-respect, then whatever feeling that comes through I will be very much easily realized. The moment I say I did it, automatically I will realize that, oh, I haven't done it, but Baba got it done through me. But that will be only when I stay in self-respect. Baba has said that I have given you many things in gift as blessings. It's not yours, but I have given you. Think of it as a godly gift, and then use it. Use it for the benefit of the self and the benefit of the world. Then the godly gift will become your own. A godly gift, if we think of it as a godly gift and use it for the benefit of the self and world service, it will become ours. But if the same thing is used through arrogance and ego, then we will lose it. So we will practice, if we practice very high self-respect points, then the whole day will go very, very well. And all the aim and objects we have, we will be able to imbibe in our life, and we will not be influenced by any things. You all live in world, and there are all dirty people and dirty things around you, impure souls, impure things. But Baba has said that they will not influence you if you are in self-respect. When we stay in self-respect, then all around us there is an aura that is created. And in this aura, no other vibrations can have an effect on it. It cannot even enter that aura. But we have to have that aura around us. It's a very powerful aura. We create it ourselves. People say that there is an aura around all people, everyone. Yeah, but that's a very ordinary aura. But the one which we create, our own powerful, pure aura, then no atmosphere of the world can influence us. But we have to remember Baba's versions that those souls stabilize themselves in self-respect at the time of destruction. The elements will protect that soul. The elements will not destroy it, but will protect it. And if I stay in the respect that I am an ancestor soul, then so many souls of the world will protect us and will not let us suffer at all. So the soul who stays in self-respect not only will remain safe, but will also be able to make others safe. The soul will be in one place, and in the souls in that area, all other souls will become safe. You might be all by yourself in your city, in your country, but if you are staying in self-respect, then your vibrations will help so many other souls in that city or country, will also help them through natural calamities. And if they are supposed to leave the body, then it will help them to leave the body in a second. And it is a recognition of a charitable soul that the soul leaves the body within a second without any suffering. And when we leave the body, we will have that feeling that I, the soul, am leaving the body, and all around the souls will experience that same help from us when we ourselves practice that. So we have to become a soul to have the practice of soul conscious. We have to become a soul to become Videhi, embodiment of soul conscious. Yeah. Just we have the feeling that I am a human being. There should be the feeling now that I am a soul. Today's version of Baba will remind ourselves again. You have to live in this body in such a way as if that you are not here at all. This is a very beautiful feeling. We will remember this. I am in this body in such a way that as if I am not here. I am in the body, but in reality I am in soul world, Paramdham. My consciousness there. Only for sake of existence I am here, and we have to increase that feeling. So the whole thing depends and rests on practice. So while you are in here, Gyan Sarovar and Madhuban, set these points in your daily routine. While eating, I'll practice this. When I wake up in the morning, I'll this practice. When I'm having a bath, I'll have this practice. This body is my temple. I am the main deity, and I'm cleaning my temple. When you are walking around, another practice. At the time of listening to class, another practice. So in the evening, you another practice, and at sleeping, another practice. So it's practice that's needed, and the rest is very easy. And you will all have that experience that if we pay attention to this practice, then we will not have to give time to other problems in the world. The wealth will come and give its cooperation. The things that have been spoiled will become okay. The one who is against you will give you cooperation. The one who hates you will have love in his mind for us. For wealth, Baba has said that those who have got a lot of wealth of knowledge, then they will not feel labor when they have to go and earn money, earn wealth. If you go in Bharat, they will see that in the female deities, the temples of female deities, lots and lots of wealth come. People bring a lot of wealth and put it in front of the deities. So Baba says the ones who are living deities, will they not get wealth? So we become soul conscious, experience ourselves in the soul world. I, the soul, am in the soul world in deep silence.
ओम शांति। बस क्लास पूरा कर देते हैं। आप सभी खूब अच्छी प्रैक्टिस करें और इस श्रेष्ठ स्थान के वाइब्रेशंस का अपने जीवन में पूरा फ़ायदा उठाएं। मेरी तो ऐसी, मैं फ्यूचर को देखता हूँ। मुझे पहले से ही जब से बाबा व्यक्त हुए, फ्यूचर के बारे में जो कुछ बाबा कहता था उसको मैं अच्छी तरह समझता था।
When I first came, that whatever Baba used to say about the future, I used to experience it, I used to accept it. And as time will come, we will experience ourselves as the lighthouse, and light is spreading from all around me. We should also understand and realize that our good thought helps others as well. That is why Baba has said that give cooperation and make others cooperative. We must give cooperation to others too. Tell him the class is till 12:30. Shout.